Hi, I'm Allison, and I am mom to Connor, who is almost 9 next month, and Jason is 10. Connor has cystic fibrosis, and he was diagnosed at 3 weeks old. So Connor was a little bit of a unique story because when you're born, they do the newborn screening where they poke your heel and they do the blood tests. And cystic fibrosis is one of those tests that they do. And he actually got missed on the newborn screening because the levels that they look at didn't meet the criteria for testing. We were like, I'm sure he's fine, and then he wasn't. So it was a huge blow to get that, and then you have to do all the research because nobody knows anything about it. And
Hi, my name is Connor Sandine. I'm 8 years old. I'm going to be 9 on July 17th. My favorite dinosaur is the made-up Adominus Rex. And I have cystic fibrosis.
As a baby that only has formula, you have to open up the pills, and there's the little BBs inside, and you have to put them in applesauce. So you're feeding a newborn baby applesauce, which is so strange. They don't make vests for newborn babies, so you have to do it all by hand, and it was very, very, very overwhelming. Connor had a little setback right before he turned a year old. He had his first hospitalization. He got out actually 3 days before his first birthday, so we were a little afraid he was going to spend his birthday in the hospital. And then he didn't have a hospitalization until last year when he was 7, so he did really well.
My name is Jason. I am 10 years old. My favorite movie is Star Wars, and I have a brother with cystic fibrosis. And he's got to do this treatment because to cough a bunch of junk out of his throat. Well, he got the G-bun, so sometimes I have to stand there holding up thing that the stuff goes into his G-bun. I just have to hold it up. And sometimes I have to hit his back if we forget his vest somewhere.
Connor kind of has my personality where he just kind of goes with the flow and is just kind of in his own little world. And so whatever he has to do, he'll just do it without really thinking too much about it or complaining. So it's just been a part of his life, and it's time to do your vest. And so he goes and gets the iPad, and that's his iPad time. And so he's been really easy to deal with it. When he takes his pills, he started swallowing pills at 14 months old. So he's been doing it forever, and it's just a thing that he does, and there's no issue with it.
Really big.
Blow, 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 blow. Big breath in. You almost missed that last breath, didn't you, Mr. Twister?
He had an episode one time where he was just very, very sad and crying, and nobody knew what was wrong. We were at my parents' house, and he just went upstairs by himself and slammed the door, and I went to go check on him, and he came out of the room and he said, I don't know why I can't stop crying, but I don't want to have cystic fibrosis. And it's heartbreaking, like your heart shatters. And I'm not a crier, but that was like one of those moments where you're like, oh, you don't know what to say, really. Like, I'm sorry, but you do, and we'll get through it because we have to, and that makes you stronger, it makes you a better person. And as he is getting older, he does sometimes say, why do I have to have cystic fibrosis? And I hope they find a cure, but I hope it doesn't taste gross.
That I always have to take these pills every time I eat, and I sometimes forget, and I have to take them every single time. Like in the hospital, if you don't drink this food, like when they just say that you need to put this in, it makes you scared, but it's not really scary. It's just that they knock you out with this thing right here up your arm. They put like a syringe of knockout stuff in it. Then you just get knocked out and they do it. Yeah. You may talk in your sleep. I lost my tooth while doing it.
Really?
Yes. There was one in this arm, but they had to take it out. They knocked me out. I lost my tooth while doing that.
Okay, what do you like doing with your friends?
Tag, mostly.
Yeah.
Draw pictures when we have free time, and just like talk about some stories and have fun.
Probably Minecraft on our tablets.
Lots of things. First of all, for a cure. I pray every day that there's a cure for him and for everybody who has this disease. The medicine right now that they're making is amazing, and it's helping so many people. It's just not helping him right now. He's in that lower 10%. We found out from the geneticist at the hospital that he's one of 10 people in the whole world that has his combination of mutations. So out of the 60,000 or so people in the world that have this disease, he's one of 10. So they're not making medicine that helps him yet, but they will, and I know they will, and I'm 100% confident they will. And I know they're gonna find a cure, and I'm confident of that too. Well, most people don't know what cystic fibrosis is, or they've kind of heard of it, and it's just kind of a thing that's out there. Most people don't know that it's an incurable disease. It's not one of those diseases like cancer and heart disease that gets all this attention, so they don't get a lot of big donors. I think if more people knew how much it affects people's daily lives and how many people it affected and how close we are to a cure, that they would be more willing to give money to get to, I mean, we're like right here and we need to be right here. So it's just keep giving and giving until we're there.
Thank you for helping CF try to find a cure.